Okay, guys. How we doing today? Let's see. View, see how things are looking. Come on, view. We got live. Okay, so this stream. Oops. We are going to be filling in either the background or the leaves. But if I do the background, I need to looking for my red. It should be blue and black. Might be blue, and black. Really only want black. I'd like to have them all together. Alright, guys. Thought I was better prepared. Here, I'm just blind as a bat. Take the unnecessary things out of my container. Left, neither in any of these containers, and I gotta go look for it. These things here, I have a blue and a black one in it. There's a little liner thing. Hey Glenn, how are you doing today? What's going on with you? I am in the process of trying to find some materials that I seem to have misplaced, and would like to find them. So, what do you mean by blue? Yeah, I have a blue and a black if you're talking about these. It was a set. Came in a set. Which I should have all together in one of my acrylic containers. Acrylic paint container. Oh, here it is. Here's the black. Cat hair on it, of course. And here's the blue. They were in this container, so thank goodness I didn't have to spend all day looking for my paints. room is already crowded with stuff, so I don't really have a ton of room for much. But we are going to need some new paper towels. I like the rags in a box. They're not really rags, they're really good high, well, I don't know if they're high end, but they're used more for like garages and painting, like house painting stuff. So I wanted to use, I think, the black to do a little outlining. Black, or should I use blue? Or I did white on the first batch of flowers. I outlined them in white. But I was telling myself I'd try something different. I could possibly outline them with different colors. Be nice to have like more of these, like a green, orange, purple. Just kind of get the basics. My laundry isn't going to cause any issues. Get rid of some of these color mediums. Yep. We're going to stop that for now. Okay. Alright, so okay, so I got my glasses, wrong glasses. I need my reading glasses for sure. Or my day glasses. And that'll help. So yeah, before I fill in the background, which I was wondering if I should just do the leaves first. So we have our leaves, and maybe do the leaves first. So I'm thinking of doing the background in a sign painter's enamel. I have this One Shot sign painter's enamel. I'm definitely going to need my brushes. I have this emerald green. Make sure I'm not accidentally pouring it all over everything. Yep, I have a few of these. I need to use them because they're getting older and older over the years. And some of them have started to dry out a little bit because the seal on these aren't that great. But this would give it kind of a nice gloss, hard look to it. I'm wondering if I should do it in an impressionistic manner or post-impressionistic manner like a Van Gogh. And let's see what we do have. I do have these different house paint samples that I will sometimes pick up from Lowe's. We got some Valspar, Sherwin-Williams, Valspar, Sherwin-Williams, and they're just little color samples they mix for people, and then they resell them on the cheap. You can usually find these there. They'll have like a little discount shelf. But yeah, I do have these colors. Maybe I use in the leaves. And that's the thing, I was trying to determine or decide if I was going to go with the house paint, oil paint, or the enamel, Sign Painter's enamel, either in the leaves or the backgrounds. I feel like the house paint will give it a matteness to it. Not sure, some of these could be kind of a gloss. But let's see. I kind of want to keep them consistent. I don't want to do one leaf this and one leaf that. As you can see, it's going to need a good proper, let me find a brush that isn't going to be too much of a pain in the butt to clean up. So yeah, it's separated. They've been hanging out in the basement or the garage, out in the garage for a while until it got cooler, and then I brought them in. So they've been hanging out for a bit. I don't use this stuff fast enough. I should. So this is a nice kind of muted green, which might contrast, which would be a nice contrast to the bright colors I got, and especially if I use the Sign Painter's enamel for the background, or I can use the Sign Painter's enamel for the leaves and then use this in the background, which would make everything pop, the flowers and the leaves. Hopefully that would be the plan. So maybe, you know what? I think we just made our decision as far as what we're gonna do. We will use the house paint, the latex paint, for the background, since it'll be more muted and it'll make the stuff in the foreground pop. So I think we will do that, but let us mix. Let's mix these colors first, kind of get them back to their state of use. And the thing is, so the leaves will have to go last because the Sign Painter's enamel will definitely take a lot longer to dry. I mean, it'll start to dry, but it'll be tacky for a bit, a lot longer than I want it to be. So I'm going to go with that as the last step, which would be the leaves. So what I need to do is, and come on, this stuff needs to get on there better. I don't want it leaking all over the place, so we'll just mix these up since we got them. You can see there's already some film layers forming, because I'm certainly not using these fast enough. That's okay. So yeah, this is a little more brighter, but still the value is still on the lighter side. Color value or hue, lighter side. Even though it might be a little more saturated than the other green I just got done mixing. Maybe, so we have a few different colors we can utilize for our background. I was thinking of doing it flat, but maybe some modulation in the colors would be nice, because I think the leaves for these flowers will be flat because of the sign painter's enamel. And a can of wet dog food. Dude, we only have... Just, Lily is not feeling well. Just let her be. She's probably on her way out. She's 11 years old. Feeding her wrong stuff. Sorry guys, going into a rant. I'll be right back. Gotta go check on a request from my wife. Sorry guys. I know I went MIA. Trying to deal with our dog here. She is not feeling well. So I'm trying to figure out what we can do to help her out. Okay, you. Okay. Alright, so yep. I mean, whoever's watching, I appreciate you guys. I don't know how long you've been there, just hanging in there. Yeah, it's very kind of you. Let me get this. I gotta get my, what's it called on here? On my hands, they get real dry and cracked and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we were mixing up. When I left off, we were mixing up this stuff, and let's, come on. Need to turn our friend off, but we need something. Some kind of music. Some kind of music. We'll just continue with this after this commercial, though. Alright guys, so we're going to continue mixing our sample paints. If I can open them. I can open the sample paints. We'll turn that down just slightly. Okay. Sometimes it needs a little loosening up. Gosh. I don't know. Ah, there we go. We got it. We finally got it. We broke it loose. This is kind of a bluish green, maybe more on the blue side. Interesting color. So it might make for Jesus, man. Earbud dying already? You dying on me already, earbud? The rest of devices. So yeah, we're just bringing these back to life since they separated a little bit. Yeah, sample house paints at the big box stores. Good source of paints, colors. Sometimes you just hit the jackpot, you find a bunch of random colors that would suit you. Sometimes you don't. You find a lot of muted colors. But yeah, good source, cheap paint. Usually somewhere between three. Like some of these are $1.25, some $2.50. This was $1.25, so especially if you like to experiment with different types of materials. House paint can be pretty interesting paint to use. So I think I mentioned this before. My grandmother, my dad's mom, was a painter, artist, and she started off doing oils, and she would do portraits of clowns, scenery, specifically old barns, old rundown barns. She would paint those in oils, and then she started to do that stuff in house paint. So yes, we got a few kind of blues. This is kind of a light, maybe turquoise or teal. So yeah, we'll get these kind of reconstituted. And we got a purple and something that looks like muted tint. I think maybe it's purple. Okay, that opened real easily. So here's a purple we have. And we'll just mix that back to its final color. This can be kind of maybe more of the shadowed areas. So we got that. Right, because I haven't used this one, that's why it opened real easily. And then our last one, and we have actually a ton more of these. I just didn't want to go too crazy with what we were going to end up with. I don't even know if this one will get used, maybe. We'll get some of this film, dried film.
Since 2019, John Deere has invested more than
Okay, yes. Ads. So we got our polymer and then our pigment. You turn the heat on, Lily. I'll turn this off for you. Okay. Okay, so we have our house paints mixed up, and what I wanted to do before I started going cleaning the clothes is that I need to outline. Let me move some of these out of the way. Okay, so move those out of the way. And what I wanted to do, I don't need these. I think I'm just gonna outline in black. So, kind of show you what I mean by that. And these are kind of pens, these Sennelier. They come with a really fine tip, squeezable plastic tip, and you can create cool 3D lines with this. To me, it reminded me of doing cakes when I baked way back when I worked for Dell Co-op Deli, and I started baking. And sometimes we'd do cakes, and you'd have to pipe some stuff on, I don't know, some words or whatever. So we will just kind of do that. We're gonna do a black outline, so any of the black you see on here will be pretty much covered up by some other color. So basically we're just gonna come in here and outline in black, if I can get it to come out without going crazy. And you kind of gotta squeeze, and I'll just follow along the outer edge. Whoops. Now, since this is black, I got to be careful because once I get more of this done, I am not going to be able to see very easily what I've already done. My first batch, I did all the outlines in white. So since I have a lot of lighter colors in this, I just figured I would. Should I go across? I wanted to try the black because I was hoping that as an outline color, with surrounded by all the brighter colors or lighter colors, it would stand out. This black actually comes out, I don't know, maybe because this first time I'm using it, whereas the white, I used quite a bit of it, so it was starting to get harder to squeeze out of this pen-like tool. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see from the side, it's going to give it like a raised line. There we go. So, and then those areas will contain the paint that I put in there. Kind of like a fence to corral the paint. Oh, it's like, man, that sounds like an ad. Thank you, ad. Come on. You sneaky ads. Whoops. Okay, so we crossed into an area I did not want to cross into. Where's my, I need my water though. Just so we can catch this before it actually dries up. Just move it. Just slightly move it. There we go. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Okay. Now we're going to just turn the heat down for now because I'm getting hot. I don't know if our dog Lily's getting hot. She's just hanging out behind me. So the line gets a little shaky. That's okay. As long as I'm not jeez. See, I'm already making a mess. Getting my shirt sleeve in the paint. And again, that's the problem of using a color that you can't see very well. Shoot. Oh, shoot, that's right. Oh, okay, I'm probably gonna do this quite a bit. I didn't realize I hit that spot. Dang it. I thought I hit something else. Okay, guys. Yep, right here. I didn't realize that got hit. I thought it was somewhere else. And I don't want any of that inside these lines. This won't be the first. It certainly won't be the last time this happens. Come on. You know we can clean this up. There we go. There we go. Get that paint out of there. Get it out of that channel. What is this? Some kind of junk. Some kind of junk in there. Hey, Oxmells. Hi, Laughing Girl. It's going okay. Just having some issues with what I'm doing here, but nothing that can't be remedied. So I'm using this Sennelier 3D liner, and I'm trying to outline around my flowers with it, just like I'm piping on like a message on a cake. Just one more added layer to this before I move on to the next step. And I think I was explaining, I don't know if you all were here. Dang, you know what? I hope these aren't that and cat hairs. I think the music might just be a little too upbeat for what I'm doing. We'll go something a little more chill. Come on. Just something more chill. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, it is pretty fun. Okay, skip these ads. It's only not fun when I screw up and put my arm in the paint. Just gotta make sure I don't put my arm. Oh, jeez. Trying to be a little bit smoother with my lines. Yeah, I don't know a good classical channel that I'm not gonna get. Well, I guess with classical music, I probably won't get a copyright strike. Getting a little shaky. Squeezing and moving the liner pin is kind of an interesting challenge. I feel like I'm already using it all up. Yeah, this helps. That other stuff was way too upbeat for trying to do some careful line work. I don't know how careful I am right now. And then doesn't help that there's cat hair everywhere. Okay, we're maybe halfway. So I hope you all are having a good day. Oops. I gotta remember to breathe. Breathe normally when I pull a line. I'm like holding my breath. Yeah, we'll see. My last batch I did all white. So I used Sennelier, I think this is titanium, yeah, titanium white 3D liner to outline all the flowers. This time I decided to go with Trusty Black. Oops. try to figure out which way to go where I'm not going to cause too many problems for myself later. Oh, of course I do that. Thank goodness I got my brush here. Make sure I don't put it in the stuff I've already painted. It seems to come off of the spray paint layer really easily. So nope, that was already there. So sometimes people have so many commercials in there or ads during their streams. I have my own hair dryer. I wouldn't want to use her nice, expensive one. Um, I did actually so I have two of them, and I did just have one, I think, just poop out on me. That might have been the better one, and I think I got that one that was my wife's old one before she got this new one. Oh, come on. Let me clean the tip off here because it's starting to collect some paint. And I'm getting pretty close. Let me do this underside of this flower here. Gotta watch my sleeves where I'm holding this, which is on the side and underside of the canvas. Crud. Well, can't be afraid of using a lot of paint. Oh, somewhere. I think we got some water. Oh, shoot. I slightly tapped one of the lines, but didn't mess it up. I think that is everything. And you know what? These start to actually kind of dry pretty quickly. Yeah, I could go get the hair dryer and at least get that exterior layer of the paint dry. So yeah, I don't know if you guys want to listen to a hair dryer going, or I could do something else. So the next step in this process is hold on a second. Let me make sure some of these lines. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how that's already like dried a little bit. Yeah, a little hair drying. Let me go get that. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, so the one I thought was broken is the one that works. I couldn't find the other one. Now I just need to find my power strip where I can plug into without knocking everything off my desk or other areas. Let's see, do we even have a spot? Okay, so shoot. I don't know what is what. Oh, looks like we're unplugging the space heater. Whoop, that was my light. I thought that was a space heater. Space heater light back in, if I can find it. Where is it? There we go. Got our light back. And so we have our, if it'll plug in there. All right, we got it now. It's probably already dry. We got it on low. Is it low? Low but hot. So this is gonna be a little noisy, guys. So, of course, camera got knocked. Everything is getting knocked down. Yeah, it already looked like most of it was drying. Hey Oxmells, thanks for joining. Sorry you came back during the noisy part of the stream. Yeah, I think so too, Laughing Girl. I don't know if this one needed the same treatment where the light colors need to be more light, like white. I'm gonna put it on the cooler setting. Let's see. Nope, that's the cooler setting. Well, I think for the most part, the outer layer is pretty much dry or cured. I gotta be careful because I could smash them down and reopen them up. Just want to double check to make sure I did get everything surrounded. Okay, so the next step, I have these. Maybe I should try. So I got these house paints. I want to put it in a spot where I'm not gonna spill it or anything. Knowing me, I'd probably do that. do have this blue and then another green. But I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I'm not sure if I'm even envisioning it correctly. But this is kind of watery. Let me get this. So let's try, we'll start up here. Uh-oh. I don't want it to cross over the line I just made. And I'm thinking this is a little, where's my water? Almost need, yeah, it's not mixed enough. Okay, I think it might be mixed a little better now. Let's get this paint off. Okay, oops. I don't know if this will be successful. We're gonna go with the kind of a pointillist. Well, I'm glad you see the vision because I'm not certain. I'm just going with intuition. uh, I'm not sure how successful the results will be, but we'll find out. And if not, we'll paint over it. But I appreciate the support, laughing girl. Because I thought of doing it not pointillist, but more like how Van Gogh laid his lines out. But I'm noticing that these house paints are much thinner than I expected them to be. So I'm just kind of worried about them kind of overflowing past the lines that I made. But it is what it is. And again, these are just studies or experiments. Certainly might need the hair dryer for this. I don't want it to push the paint around though too much. So we'll see. Yeah, like some of these are just almost breaching the top of the 3D line. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go and try stuff out because some things will be a success and others won't. But sometimes the ones you think that aren't a success later on, you kind of like more. Give it some time and some space. We'll see. With all these colors, it might just get too busy. So maybe I might limit the number of these I use. All right, but I do have cat hairs. They're making their way onto the surface here. I didn't see this your comment prior to the last one, Laughing Girl. Um, yeah, I'm not sure how because these are latex. Um, I would have to try it. I don't know if it would cause any smell. I don't want to. I don't want to smell out the house. Now, if I had a hot plate, I wonder if a hot plate would be enough, and I could do it out like outside in the garage. But then it's colder here. Actually, it's the last 2 days have been like in the 40s Fahrenheit. So I don't know if that's like maybe in the teens or low 20s for you guys Celsius. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not hating it just yet. So let's just say this and this kind of beige, it does not look beige in the container, but when it hits this surface, it's definitely a really light beige because it looks darker in the container. But because I'm sure I'm putting it over a black background, it's gonna look lighter. Um, but I think when I come in with these other colors, I might do swaths in different areas instead of just kind of randomly uh, put put them. But we'll see. We'll see how that looks. It's like in the 40s, so I'm thinking. Let me Google that. 40 degrees Fahrenheit. What? 40 degrees is 4.5 degrees Celsius? That's okay. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to be that low. All right. Is that right? According to Google, because the formula is Fahrenheit minus 32 degrees times 5/9 equals 4.4444 degrees Celsius. Oh, okay. I was like, why are they saying 40 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing point of water when it's 32 degrees? I was reading the line wrong. Yeah, that it is cold, but it could be a lot colder here in December, so that's actually pretty warm for us. Not certainly not normal for this time of year, but it's not unusual that it would be this temperature at this time. Actually, because I'm from Minnesota, which is farther north, it's usually 5 to 10 degrees colder than where I'm at here in Iowa. Remember not to don't put the dots or the points in any area that's not outside of these lines. Yeah, aren't you like in England? And isn't it because you're on an island that it's probably not going to get as cold? You guys don't usually get snow? But it's not like you haven't got snow before? Yeah, so far we've had some very light snowfall. Um, Maybe equaling maybe a centimeter. I don't know. 2.54 is an 1 inch here, so maybe not even a centimeter. We've had like a 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch, which would be what 1.25 to 1.27 centimeters. Oh, you're in South Africa. You're the one that's in South Africa. I was thinking um, Wild Wolf was. And then I looked on her page and it said Netherlands, and I'm like, oh yeah. Is that the same? Would that be the same time zone though? It's like England and let's see. Google is wonderful. World map, time zones. Can't get a proper map of time zones. Come on, we'll go back. Go back. Go back. Oh, go back. Time zones. Wikipedia. So South Africa could be. Oh, that's way farther east. That's like Finland, Ukraine, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Congo, Zambia. Namibia. What? That's weird how they include those. What do they call that? Okay, so pretty similar. I feel like the UK is like off a little bit from you guys. It looks like a 2 hour difference. And the way that they have these time zones all weird, weirdly oriented. Like almost all of Europe is the time zone just next to your guys' time zone. And that doesn't include the United Kingdom, which is 2 hours off of your guys' time zone. Weird. Yeah, strange. Well, we could be moving a lot faster with these points, dots. Just lay down the paint. Trying to keep them somewhat consistent, but not too. Should use some smaller dots, but I don't know. Maybe that would be too much. I feel like I'm doing a version of Yayoi Kusama. People are like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" I could break it down to quantum physics and say I'm doing what is it? Light as points or waves. So I got my waves in my flowers and my points outside of the flowers. I think Damien Hirst also was doing some kind of paintings using these kind of pointillist kind of thing. What does what mean? My reference to quantum physics, the property of light. Light can be like points, or it has the property of waves. Like each color has a certain wavelength attached to it within the color spectrum. Oh, the Yayoi Kusama. Yeah, the Japanese artist. She's like in her 90s or something, I think. She has been around in the art scene for a long time, especially in New York during the 60s, 50s, and 60s, and maybe 70s. She still produces work. Yayoi Kusama. It's Y-O-Y. Wait. Yeah. Y-A-Y-O-I. Kusama is Kusama. Yayoi Kusama. She does a lot of. Um, she's done a lot of polka dot stuff. Some of her famous, more well known, are her pumpkins that have polka dots all over. She's her early paintings. She did infinity nets. She has these infinity rooms that she's designed. Yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, Yayoi Kusama. I think she may have done some kind of activism during the 60s. Her paintings are pretty fun. I'm trying to think. She would do these, what she called her infinity nets, um, to help her focus, because I don't know if she had ADHD or has ADHD or some form of ADHD. Well, getting close with these polka dotty things. It's more like splotches than polka dots. I'm hoping when I move on to the next color, they just kind of fill in the space in between. I'm sure it'll probably change the shape of these dots or points or. Hey, Oxmells, you back again? I'm surprised you guys haven't heard of her before. But then again, I'm a super nerd when it comes to art history. Is super nerd. I love art history. I love. Just had some food. Ooh, what did you have? It might be almost time for our lunch. Not sure what we will do. It looks interesting on my screen here. Oh, chicken burgers? That sounds so good. I figured you may have like seen her work before, just maybe not known, not able to put the name to the face. Yeah, I pulled some chicken out from the freezer, so uh, mainly for the dog, but I'm sure we'll eat some of it. Dog hasn't been feeling too well lately, and yeah, she's 11, 12 maybe years old. She's actually right behind me sleeping. I don't know if you'd be able to hear her. Yeah, she's an amazing artist. she's been doing maybe even art from like the 40s or in during the 40s. Let me see. I could spend all day on Google just googling people. Yeah, she's 95 years old, born 1929, March 22nd, kind of around my mom's birthday, but my mom's not that old. Um, Wikipedia wants me to give them more money again. Yeah, she did performance art, video art, fashion, poetry, painting, installation, sculpture, conceptual art. Um, she moved to New York in 1958. So yeah, late 50s, and in the into the 60s. Yeah, definitely. Yayoi Kusama, Laughing Girl has her name up in chat, just above that. Uh, yeah, being part Japanese, I kind of know how to pronounce some things. So Yayoi Kusama. Not everything. I'm not. I can't. I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I can. If I see the word in Romanji, I can probably pronounce it. It might take me a moment. Thanks, Oxmills. Yeah, I was hoping, because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to lay down the color, but I just started with the spot, and oh my gosh, I thought that was. Started with one kind of little spot and just kept going. And so I just kind of wanted to create maybe a color modulation using dots in different colors I have here. I have a few colors off to the side. I do have some more. These are all latex house paints. And I like using different types of paints in my work. I guess you can say I am a mixed media artist, even though most of the time it's just paint different types of paints. Yeah, she's pretty well known in the art world. I mean, she's been around since the 60s, so that's quite a bit of time. And I think she's still producing art. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to doing our beige. Yeah, I think if you Google Damien Hirst dot paintings, I think his newer stuff should come. Well, no, that's his. Okay, his color space paintings. That's what they are. which are pretty interesting. I think he uses a... I'm not sure if he's using a brush or he's using more of like a dowel, like a wooden round dowel to lay down his different colors. And he's not completely filling in the surface, so there's still some of the white showing through. Kind of like what I'm doing here, where you still see some of the black. But his are definitely filled a little bit more tightly. I wasn't really thinking of his work at the time when I started doing this. More of Paul Signac, the originator of pointillism. But I know a lot of more contemporary artists have been utilizing the pointillist stuff in their own way. I guess now it's kind of cliche. Yeah, almost like, yeah, kind of like a dithering. Whoops, I almost put that color in there. But like a form of dithering. Or like what old newspapers, the Ben-Day dots, but not as organized as Ben-Day. More organic in their placement, I guess you can say. So I don't know if I should go with... I have other beige colors or tan colors. Ow, my butt hurts. I'm sitting on the very edge of the chair because my dog is taking up the back side. I don't know if you guys would be able to see her. If I scoot the chair up, you might be able to see the top of her head. There she is. That's Lily. She's our puggle. Our little beagle pug. Yeah, she was not feeling well. Yeah, definitely more colorful. I guess I'm going more with the muted or pastelish color palette. Just kind of going with what I have. Where'd my mouse go? Not sure if our friend is still online here. Is his live is still going. Thank you. Well, you like his work? Yeah, people either love him or hate him. Let me see here. Yeah, I think I've done that before. Like if you get like a wooden, like a dowel, or sometimes they have the yeah, she gets quite a bit of money for her work nowadays. Whereas way back in the 60s or whatever, she got some attention, but a lot of people kind of like the art worlders being dominantly male, they weren't too accepting of a female in their ranks who was basically their equal or better than them. I think there were some artists that stole some ideas from her, didn't give her credit, and they became well known because of those things that they kind of stole. It's not, I don't know if it's proven fact, but when you look at their work and her early work at that time, it's not hard. Yeah, she's big into feminism, especially at that time during the 60s. She was, I mean, she was a powerhouse in during that time. Just didn't get the recognition that the male artists got at that time. But she's 95, still doing her thing, still making art, making money, doing shows. Here in Des Moines, we have one of her sculptures in our sculpture garden. One of her pumpkins, her polka dotted pumpkins. It's pretty cool. Um, I have a pretty nice photo of it, and I've had some people hit me up about the photo, like using the photo. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see an actual piece in person. Not sure if our museum has any of her paintings, like her early works, her Infinity Nets. If you Google Infinity Nets, yeah, her early paintings will come up. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Okay, that was the end of that at stream. I might try to hit this, and I'm gonna have to cover these because if I use the hair dryer, it's definitely gonna. Or you know what? Maybe just screw it and just kind of go wet in the wet and see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Um, Let me try this brighter green. Now this green here, maybe I don't need to have all of these open once. It's just nice to have them. Oh, don't want it to spill. Okay, so yeah, this one seems a little thicker. Oh, my mic is glitching. Uh-oh. What's going on with my mic? Somebody might be trying to call me. Can you guys hear me now? I wonder if it's because, oh, I think I know. I have my earbuds in. Okay, guys, it's gonna probably like blur or shoot away for a second. I'll be right back. So yeah, I have my earbuds in, listening to something else on one of my other devices, and it was still connected to my phone. So I think when I was looking at my iPad, it might have tried to connect to. Does it sound better now? Yeah, it's because it was trying to connect to my earbud, and my earbud's kind of messed up. That's what my wife says. It's like, you sound like you're underwater. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's the earbud. Let me take the earbud out. Oh, I don't know. Is this too bright? I wonder, should I do like Hearst and leave? Shoot, I didn't want it going up that high on there. Leave some of the black showing through? Oh my god, there's a cat hair right Oh, right there. Got cat hair on my camera. Oh, no worries, Oxmells. I do that all the time. I get so caught up into something I'm interested in that I go down that rabbit hole. Oh, yes. Of course, I touched the side. I gotta remember to grab it underneath. It's hard to tell, but yeah, this green is like a lighter, like a yellower. My dog is kicking me now. My dog is trying to kick me. So this area right here is probably the best area for me to hold on to. So I'm gonna have to move my green here. Let me just cover the rest of these because these are making me a little nervous being around my computer open like that, because I know me, I'll end up knocking it and spilling and then cursing and crying. I think I might go with this blue though next, but so actually let me do this real quick so you guys get a better sense. Put this box down, raise that up a little bit. Of course, there's cat hair. So either my earbud is trying to connect to one or two of my iPads. Nope. It is Discord notifications. Yeah, from my screen, it looks, the color, I don't know if you're saying value or hue, looks pretty similar to the beige. Thanks, Oxmills. Yeah, I think the purple is probably one of the better colors. I mean, who doesn't like purple? Okay, I'm gonna need that. Oh, I might need that water next to me. And I got paint boogers falling off of my hands. Now I'm not sure, but I'm wondering if I'm just gonna go all over with these colors, or if I'm gonna kind of stay within certain regions with certain colors. Because it might be interesting to just go all over and see what, because when you step back, they'll all kind of blend together. riding up on those edges, my outline. That's alright. I guess I can always go back and cover anything that went over. They're like little mini dikes holding back the paint. Oh shoot. The paint is rising up over the dike. Shoot. Yeah, thing is, this paint is certainly a little thicker than the beige. Yeah, I'm trying to make it more round, but I should just go with more paint on it and just dab it. Yeah. I'm not sure if... Oh, crud. Was that like that before? I might have to go in and clean up some of the... I think I swiped the edge over here somehow. Oh, and the cat hair doesn't help. Alright, more paint and just dab it. Dab. Oh shoot, not too much dabbing. Yeah, I think I want to do, yeah, that blue. I might fix that later on. Just so there's that contrast there too. Right now there's not much contrast to that one. Whereas like these other ones, there's definitely a certain contrast to the light and the dark. I guess I'm stealing Damien Hirst's idea. I mean, he stole it from somebody else, so we're just all sharing that same ideas. I'm just using it. Oh man, thanks cat hair for hanging out right there. Big glob of cat hair. Yeah, and that's the thing. Not everything has to be like the same or on the same kind of wavelength or level or whatever. It could just be its own thing where it's more subtle than the other ones, where these are more extreme. This one certainly in the corner is a little more extreme. And that's the thing, is sometimes you just let it be, and it's its own thing, instead of shoot fretting over it like I'm doing right now with this little bit. Just kind of want it to settle into that little space where I did the 3D line. Oh, I think I was talking about the dowel thing. So you use the end of like a wooden dowel as a stamp, and I've done that with kind of square shaped ones, and those were fun. Just kind of adding that, just dipping them in paint. Um, the square ones weren't quite exact, but okay, it's coming together slowly but surely. I shouldn't worry too much about the shape of these things. They don't have to necessarily be exact circles. And that's the cool thing about these house paints, the way that they settle. If you have enough paint and you just dab it, it creates it's its own interesting shape. Not a perfect circle, but just its own thing. Just a dab. I like how these paints kind of work well next to one another. At least these latex paints so far. Shoot. I was also thinking maybe like some camo. You could do like the old style camouflage or the new style camouflage. Well, I don't know if I know the digital style where it's just squares making up the different patterns. There might be a new style, new style camo. I know Andy Warhol has his uh, camo paintings. But that's like the old style camo. Yeah, I use the new style camo. That's where having the square dowel or shaped wood as a stamp would be kind of cool to use. And I mean, you can get little balsa wood shaped ones that would probably work good as stamps. Oh no, I forgot my space heater is unplugged. I need to figure out which of these things I don't need plugged in. Okay, I don't need this one plugged in. I got so many devices. I got old Apple laptops, old Apple desktops, new desktops, new just things I've had over the years. Okay. Oh, so are you guys working on anything? Yeah, you can use a dowel, Oxmells. Like they have different size dowels that you can get. Um, at least here, I'm assuming they have them. Most places will have stuff like that. Um, if you do like model stuff, they're balsa wood kind of square or round dowels. Um, Hardware stores, especially the big box hardware stores or uh, home supply stores, will have dowels like wood dowels. They'll have metal dowels. I mean, you can get metal shaped round um, um, pieces. But yeah, those are fun to use as stamps. I bet I have a buddy that does metal sculpture. So if I ask him, I bet I could probably get some uh, square or round shaped metal dowels. Because I don't have the oh, forgot to turn the heat on. My dog's she's probably cold. Are you getting cold back there? She's still napping. I think she's just happy to be in here with me. You need to start something new instead of working on the old piece. I can't remember if I was asking. I think I was asking if you guys were working on anything. I completely spaced that off after I was talking about the dowels. Yeah, it's cool to see the videos that you've been posting, Laughing Girl. Um, Especially the ones you were working on the mosaic stuff with. It's cool to see how people create their work. Well, as long as I leave some of the raised black outline, It should be okay. I don't really want to have to go back over it with black. It seems like cheating. It's not really cheating, but doing too many layers. Just kind of lay it down and let it be. I already worked these things to death. I mean, you do what you feel. I just from my own experience. Oh yeah, I love checking out people's stuff, seeing what they do, how they do it, what their process is, what you know, how they come to their process. I just like watching people be creative and have fun playing with what they're doing. Like I said, I'm a huge art nerd, huge art history nerd, art nerd. I almost feel like I need a yellow or something, but we'll go with the blue. I might have a yellow somewhere. I don't know if I want to use colors that are too close to the colors I already have in the flowers, but that just might be something I need to add anyways. I'm sure once I get it all done, it'll all look like beige. It'll look beige. Yeah, I can't really tell anybody what they should do, if they should start something new or complete their old stuff, cuz I have so many unfinished works, and sometimes it's probably just better to leave them and do something new, because it's hard to find that same energy that you once had when you were initially working on it. So if you stop for too long, it just becomes something different when you get back, when you start working on it, or it'll take a different direction, which might not be all that bad. Yeah, art nerds unite. Yeah, right now, besides my own stream, I'm watching another live streamer live stream, and then I got Full of Rain on another device, who I'm listening to him. That's how ADHD I can be. Well, looks like I'm opting to do the all over coverage of these different colors. But maybe just these ones, and I can kind of play with the other ones depending on how much more space I have left to fill in. Oh, so also, Laughing Girl, how's your show or your exhibit going? At first, when I saw you post that, I thought that was like that you're a part of a group show, but all that stuff is your work. I think that's super cool. Oh man. Well, at least those are dry. Since I've been putting my finger in them, side of my finger in them. I guess I can kind of change the size of these. Oh, it's already over. So you're just posting the stuff that you had. Oh, that's good. I'm assuming you had like an opening. Did you do a closing? So I think when I do the leaves, you didn't do a closing. Yeah, it takes a lot of work, you know. I mean, just having an opening and putting the show together. Yeah, it looked pretty good. I mean, from what I saw, it looked pretty good. Was that your first kind of solo showing? I don't know if I've ever had a solo showing. I do a lot of group shows, or it might be with one or two other people. And it's been a while since I've done one. Certainly did a lot more when I was younger. Now it's just like I just want to paint. I just want to paint. I know I'm making some progress here, but it doesn't feel like I'm making a whole lot of progress here. And I feel like, do I need to start varying the size of these dots? like doing some smaller ones. But I keep making them around the same size. Oh, come on. Me too. Sorry, guys. Just writing stupid stuff in other people's chats. Oh, that's cool. I bet that felt really good when you were finally had the opening and um, just got to enjoy the space with your work in it, and to share that with other people. That's always the scariest thing. Is like, I mean, if it's people close to you or your friends and they kind of know you and they know your art, it's always just more of a fun time. Oh yeah, I don't know. Do you have more videos? I'd like to see more videos. I guess I could just go back and watch the videos that you do have over and over and over again. Yeah, the post show come down. Yeah, it's always a hard thing to deal with because you spend all that time building it up, and then it ends. Um, I don't think I've ever done base jump on a table. um, I don't think I've ever done anything to that degree. Like I said, usually it's just been group shows, so I don't have to put a ton of effort into organizing and setting up. But I've done a little bit of that in my youth with shows that were like with two other people or one other person, and you just put so much into it that yeah, it's kind of you. It's kind of you fall into a kind of a depression when it's over with. Like basically, it's like what now? What next? What do I do? Um, And if you sit too long, then it's harder to kind of get back into a groove. Yep, more paintings, more people, and bigger space. I mean, that was a pretty big space. I'm like, that was a really nice space. So was that an actual gallery? Table base jumping can wait. Oh, Ox Smells, are you working on something? Besides table base jumping? Uh-oh, there's my cat Zato. He's trying to break into my room here. He will bang on the door. Zato, you can't come in here. It's gonna be a crazy psychedelic painting. Don't think I've ever made anything like this ever. Zato, come on, dude. Nobody wants you banging on the door. Yeah, he's going nuts. Ooh, patina on sheet copper. That's gotta be expensive because copper is, well, at least here, is not cheap. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, proper gallery. That is that I bet that had to be a nice feeling, just being in that space. Um, did you specifically make new work for the show, or was that stuff you had and you added? Sato, dude, my cat keeps banging on the door. He's trying to get in here to eat the plants that I have in here. I've used some metallic paints in some of these flower paintings, the first batch. And you can get oxidizers to oxidize and create cool patinas. Zato, dude, you can't come in here. Zat, quit being a troublemaker. Uh-oh. Did I just drop some paint? I get super sensitive about stuff. Like all of a sudden I'm thinking something hits my leg and oh, there goes that paint I had on the end of my brush. Yeah, I think a show of flowers on a large scale would be pretty cool to do. Who knows if I would have these small ones still by that time. My brush is starting to split. Hey you, please stop scratching at the bottom of the door. No, you're not coming in here. Patina is what I'm interested in at the minute because I work in construction. I come across patina copper and I like the look of it. So that's going to be my thing next year. So how ox smells, if you don't mind me asking, how are you utilizing that stuff? You know what's funny? I have the feeling this house paint could possibly peel off. Maybe over time. Just the whole thing just start peeling off because it's latex on this acrylic, which is on spray paint. Zato, you cannot come in here. Yes, I will pay attention to you when I'm done. Off eBay. I was thinking Craigslist, where you just find people who are like selling stolen copper off on the internet. Usually it's copper wiring, but sheets of copper. Um, yeah, just getting that bootleg copper. Ooh, that would be cool to see that what you do on, I don't know how big you're talking about, but I'm assuming real large scale stuff. Even like medium to large scale, but like really large scale uh, pieces or projects. Oh crap, crap, crap. There's a lot of paint on this one. Lot of paint. Just let it settle. Bootleg copper, yeah. Just find that, find that supplier that can get you the copper for a decent price. All right, I am going to. Um, where's our guy in it? Come on, come on. You can't skip. Can't skip ads. Skip them ads. Man, the paint is starting to dry on my brush. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the materials you want for your project. All right, I'm gonna switch over. Switch over. I'll still stream. That'll be like the videos. It's cool to see you got loads of stripped copper wire in your cellar, but that's getting weighed in for a special occasion. Okay. Yeah, me too, Laughing Girl. I want to see the end result, but I also want to enjoy this journey because who knows, like I got 11 more of these that I started to fill in. So um, I don't know if I should kind of continue in in a similar vein and do the backgrounds, more of these pointillist backgrounds, or try something different. I mean, I'm sure a few of them I'll probably want to, you know, do more of this, or switch up where I could do the flowers in the pointillist, you know, paint the interiors of the flower in a pointillist manner, and then do the backgrounds with the bands or the lines. Just kind of, you know, switch the order of things. Only had, not missing anything else, only had a shower and all those dots disappeared. I certainly have a lot of other colors to draw from. I'm being mentioned in another stream. Oh yeah, a patina green. You know, I don't know if this is close to that. Well, this is more of a blue. This one. I might use that one. I do have, yeah, I do have that pastel purple. So I have this purple. It's a nice purple. Oh, it's Emmett Ferguson. He's an oil painter. He's out in LA too. Um, yeah, he goes by at Huzzah Creative. Um, I'm always in his chat too, but he mentioned how long he's like, he saw that I had a 4 hour long painting stream. I'm like, that's nothing, because I have one that's 7 hours long, and I could probably go a lot longer, because if I don't have to do anything, and usually I have to take breaks for making food for me and my wife for lunch or dinner or breakfast. If I didn't have to do that, I could paint all day long, all night long. I'm kind of a machine at times when it comes to stuff like this. I just get lost in the process, and the time will go by so fast. And I get bummed out because I gotta go to bed, or I gotta stop and make food and that, which oops, whoops. Yeah, the blue. Um, Sorry, I was going through these. I also have this kind of muted green. You know, if I added all these colors in together, I wonder like what that would look like, if it would be too crazy or kind of create an interesting effect. We'll see. I'm just gonna go with it. I do have a bunch of other colors too, so okay, laughing girl. I didn't even realize how late it was for you. Thanks for staying and hanging out with me. Me and Oxmelt. I appreciate you two Oxmelts for hanging out. Um, I'm gonna keep going. I don't know how long. It's already been 3 hours, I guess. Yeah, Emmett was talking about 4 hour long streams. I mean, that's if I got the days off, that's about average. But yeah, thank you, Laughing Girl, for hanging out, joining us, keeping us going in chat. It's good conversation. Um, I always enjoy people coming in and just chit chatting. But have a good night, and we will catch you again in some stream, some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I have tomorrow off too, so I'll probably be doing more painting. I tried it, so I have every other week. I have 3 days off in a row, so I try to get as much in as I can. Besides the little bits I put in after my day job. But yeah, you're welcome, and I appreciate you being here and being a part of the space, being a part of this space. Artists supporting artists. But yeah, have a good night, and we'll catch you next time. Yes, you're welcome, Laughing Girl. I'm thanking you. You and Oxmels are the ones keeping my chat alive. All right, Oxmels, I appreciate you too. You have a good evening or day wherever you're at, and yeah, hope to catch you guys next time. Definitely keep the streams interesting for me, because I could just get lost in just painting. All right, take care, you two. Yep, the next you see this painting, it will be completely different. Maybe you'll catch when I'm adding the enamel paint to the leaves. Little enamel paints. That will create a whole nother level of surface texture, look, quality. I guess that's what I'm trying to do with these, with the banded lines, the spots, the dots. And then the leaves will be pretty much, I think, a flat color. I might try to mix in a little color to the green to kind of vary it, but maybe it'll be real subtle. Maybe I'll have maybe a two-tone, like a leaf where it's split. Maybe a light and a dark side. We'll find out when we get to that point in our journey, our art journey. Sorry, I'm talking to myself now. It's me watching myself talking to myself. That's okay. I mean, gotta keep it going somehow. Gotta keep this party going. I'm sure my wife will be wanting to eat here soon. I should almost stop to see if she wants to do something. Oh, I guess, wait. Because I made it, are they still on? I don't know why it ended up in the corner. Come on. I don't remember clicking on that. Okay, I made it that far. I'm gonna come back up here and add chilies. You know what? I can always go back and overlap these in different ways. Hmm, I don't know. Uh, so far, so good. Oh. Hey, what's up, Emmett? Thanks for joining. I'm watching you while you're watching me, and I'm watching somebody else too. Oh, but my wife is just texting me, and we're gonna do lunch. So I might just take a break right here. Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch you on the screen. Yeah, the dual streams. Yeah, there's a slight delay too, I noticed. Oh, crud. It's pretty much just a study for larger pieces, hopefully. So I'm just kind of playing with the process of mark making and yeah, just mark making, trying different things. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't continue this line, or maybe I would, but I want to definitely do large scale. So these are pretty much studies. Hopefully we don't talk over one another because there's a delay. But I'm gonna stop this right now because I gotta go make lunch for me and my wife. But I'll probably still have you on my phone. So yeah, I'll just keep you on my phone. I'll watch your stream. Continue to watch your stream. But I am gonna end mine. So, but here's what we got so far. Our kind of taking a page out of Damien Hirst's book with his recent stippled or pointillist works. I think he was selling them as NFTs too. But so far we got 2 layers, and yep, little Damien Hirst. All right, well, yeah, I'll see you in your stream, Emmett, and everybody else. Laughing Girl and Oxsmells, thanks for dropping in, and I'll be back on later. So until next time, bye for now.